All right, we have a few opportunities for you. Early Birds continues to meet Sunday mornings via Zoom at 9:30. The link is in the weekly email or on the website. Our speaker for today is Reverend Pamela. Next week, Jean Geringer is going to speak. And it's going to be on the precession of the equinoxes next week. So, wow. All right. The Thursday evening group continues to meet on Thursday nights. Duh. Get coordinates from Cleona or Edward. Our January outing is next Saturday, the 24th. It's the Fundamentals of Eastern Spirituality, the words, and it's at CSL from 1 to 4 p.m. Donation only. Okay. Our February outing is Saturday, February 0, or in disguise, January 31st. It's the New Horizons Band concert and will be on that Saturday at Atkinson Recital Hall at 3 p.m. It's a year in music, and I get to conduct Appalachian Spring excerpts and a very spooky thing called the Haunted Carousel. Yes, and the admission is free. And then generally we go to Cattle Baron afterwards for a little din-din and camaraderie. All right, our Wellspring annual meeting, it will be February 8th. Do I have that right now? Okay, because I think last week it was wrong. Okay. There is a Board of Trustees opening, so please search your heart and consider being on the board as we do the work of our beloved Wellspring. You know, I've been on many boards in my life, but this board is terrific. There's no political agendas. We're all here for one reason only, and that's to promote Wellspring and our love for each other. So really consider that. There will be a luncheon following that meeting. There'll be a luncheon. There'll be the meeting followed by a luncheon. You know, I'm from Skokie and the Jews read from the, oh, never mind. Okay. We now have Reverend Uki Mac Isaac's book, Your Soul's Odyssey, available for $16 in our bookstore, and there's only one left. She's waiting on another shipment. So please consider that. I have that. I've been reading that, and it's very readable, and it confirms things I already knew, and opened me up to things that I didn't know. So it's very readable. I highly recommend that. Our prayer team remains ready to serve and support you. You may submit a request via our webpage or give it to Edward. Our prayer team meets virtually every Thursday afternoon at 4:15 to pray with you. Please consider sitting in your quiet space during that time, because we know we are all one in spirit, and the energy of prayer knows no limits. Let us take a deep breath in. Hold and release. Let the vibrations of this bell sound engulf us, as spirit engulfs us, always and forever. We invite spirit to come into this place of worship and into our hearts, because we know we are all of one mind. And we extend that one-mindedness and that love out to the universe, as our vibrations do. So let's release that energy as we exhale again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I place this into the law, and so it is. All right. Please stand if you are able, and let's do our song of joy, Morning Has Broken.
This should be fun.
Oh, my goodness. You may be seated. Yes. Yeah, but it's for her. I could never remember if it's God's recreation or God's recreation. I mean, I think it's both. Yeah. The duality, right? Okay, let us now read together our vision, mission, and affirmation. You can do it. Our vision. Our mission. And our affirmation. And so it is. Thank you. All right, special music from Doug. What's the name of your song?
It's called Burning Bowl.
Burning Bowl. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's right there. You can take that over with you if you want. As I learned about the Burning Bowl tradition through coming to these New Thought gatherings. And so I wrote this song a few years ago, and every time the new year rolls around, seems like a good time to do it. So now announcing the Burning Bowl, yeah, Burning Bowl. And some of you have heard it, some of you know it. Sing along on the choruses, please. This is Dwight Dixon. We're fortunate to have him here, and he's going to play along on the bass. 1, 2, 3, go. Time to clean house, time to wipe the slate. Get rid of old baggage and old dead weight. Stop worrying about the world that might have been. Shake off the dust and let the light shine in. Little voices in my head always putting me down. They're heading for the fire, getting run out of town. I won't wait for them to dwindle. I won't wait for them to taper. Gonna write them all down on a little piece of paper and throw it in the burning bowl. Throw it in the burning bowl. Anything that isn't gonna lift my soul, I throw it in the burning bowl. Starting each day with a scowl and a hearse, hating my life until here comes a hearse. Digging myself deeper, ever deeper in the hole. I'm tossing all of that into the burning bowl. Fear of the future, obsession with the past. All night rambles through the looking glass. Worrying about what people think about me. No more weaving my own cage. I got to set myself free and throw it in the burning bowl. Throw it in the burning bowl. Anything that isn't gonna lift my soul, I throw it in the burning bowl. To the fire with the things that would make my heart harden. Give me peace, give me love, and I'll put them in the garden with the earth and the rain and the breeze and the sun. Remember all my blessings and I count them every one. Fear may be here, but it's not insurmountable. With courage, I can face scary things uncountable. All the paper tigers are heading for the vapor when I write their name on a little piece of paper and I throw them in the burning bowl. Throw them in the burning bowl. Anything that isn't gonna lift my soul, I throw it in the burning bowl. Throw it in the burning bowl. Throw it in the burning bowl. Anything that isn't gonna lift my soul, I throw it in the burning bowl. Thanks, Clay. Wow.
Well, that's a hard act to follow. Okay. My reading today is on Amazing Grace. Webster's dictionary defines grace encompassing divine favor, unmerited assistance for spiritual renewal, virtuous disposition, a state of acceptance with God, and even elegant of movement, plus secular meanings like a short prayer before meals or days of leeway in finance, highlighting its core sense of favor, beauty, or divine favor. Michael Beckwith says, grace is the constant flow of divine energy and unearned favor from the universe that becomes fully operational in one's life when resistance is dropped and the state of receptivity and gratitude is cultivated. Eckhart Tolle connects the concept of grace with non-resistance to life, seeing it as a state of ease, lightness, and deep inner peace that arises from fully accepting the present moment and what is, rather than struggling against reality. Louise Hay speaks of grace as a principle of living with ease, surrendering to a higher power, and trusting that life's already working out for one's highest good. Ernest Holmes says, grace isn't a magical gift, but the inherent free-flowing givingness of spirit to its creation, a specialized law that operates through our right acceptance and relationship with the divine, enabling effortless good by realizing our oneness with the universal mind, and to empower limitations with spiritual ease, not struggle. It's the power to see the higher purpose, receive divine support, and live in freedom, as it is the logical outcome of embracing the law of good. And so it is. And now it's my great pleasure to present Reverend Pamela.
All these men coming at you. Oh, boy. Good morning. It's so nice to see all of your faces again, and thank you so much for having me back. I'm really honored to be here. I just love this. And Judy, thank you for all those wonderful words. And boy, I love the burning bowl. So Judy did some nice deep breaths, and I've been taking Tai Chi with rake lights. And he's making me understand how important breathing is. And I've begun to notice how often I don't breathe. And now I'm trying to pay attention to breathing. So take a nice deep breath with me. And let your shoulders soften. And let your heart open just a little bit wider. And let us step together into the field of grace. Today we're going to explore a truth so simple, so powerful, and so liberating that it can transform the way we walk through this world. Grace is defined as giving empowering strength, unconditional acceptance, generous giving, and forgiveness. It is freely given, it is not earned. It builds up rather than tears down. It focuses on uplifting others. It never judges. Amazing grace is the state of God expressing through you, all around you. It's happening now. And because of that grace, you are free. You're free to love. You're free to shine. Free to release judgment. To show and to be grace. Free to trust that everything is unfolding in divine right order. Fear is gone when you trust that everything is in divine right order. There's nothing to worry about. God knows what God is doing. This is the spiritual technology of freedom. When we hear the words amazing grace, many of us think of a song, but it's more than just a song, even though the hymn is beautiful. It's a state of consciousness. Grace is the invisible current of good that carries us even when we don't know how to carry ourselves. Grace is the whisper of spirit saying, you are held. You are guided. You are never alone. Grace is the reminder that no matter what has happened, no matter what choices we've made, no matter what storms we've walked through, the divine never withdraws its love. Grace is the cosmic reset button. It says, you can begin again, right now, in this very breath. And when we accept that grace, when we stop resisting it and arguing with it, when we stop believing that we have to earn it, something extraordinary happens. We become free. That is what Jesus meant when he said, the truth will set you free. Not someday, not when conditions improve the way we think they should be, not when people behave the way we want them to behave, not when the world looks the way we want it to look. Free now. Free because grace is now. And that brings peace, and it brings joy. Freedom is not the absence of challenge. Freedom is the presence of alignment, choosing to see the good. For some reason, we tell our stories. So tell me about you. I want to know all about you. And we list the 10 most horrible things that ever happened in our life, and that is what defines us, but this is what we do. And I know there was good in everybody's life, no matter how many horrible things happened. Why don't we start to look at those? Because the whole world changes when you start to look at, but what good happened? What did I learn? Even if I didn't like it, didn't it make you who you are today? Freedom is inner knowing. I am not bound by the past. I am not defined by others' opinions. I am not limited by appearances. I am a spiritual being, and I am free. So I choose love now. Freedom is an inside job. It's a vibration. It's energetic. It's a choice. Say with me, I choose love now. I choose love now. You are the only thinker in your mind. So when I say now I am free, I am not describing a condition. I'm declaring a consciousness, a choice. You choose to do it. You're the only one that can. Say with me, I am free to choose love. I am free to choose love. I am free to choose peace. I am free to choose peace. I am free to choose joy. I am free to choose joy. I am free to choose alignment with the divine. I am free to choose alignment with the divine. When God decided to manifest as me, through me, giving me free will, in the very image of God, he or she, she grinned and said, this is going to be fun. If there's a blockbuster in the sky, the movie's been rented a lot. All of our movies have been rented. What magnificent movies we have been. What if the creator of everything just wanted to have fun? What if we are just like our mother, father, creator? What if we're really just supposed to be having fun? We are God expressing. Why aren't we? What if we were just supposed to grow and live and learn and feel joy? What if we were free to make mistakes and to learn, no matter how many times it took? I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm a little slow on the uptake. I get a gentle reminder, oh, yeah, and here comes the sandpaper. Oh, yeah, okay, let's wait. Here comes the 2x4. Bam! Oh, I get it now. All right. Well, until the next time, and then I realized, oh, I thought I got it, but, there's always a new day. Okay, let me see, I lost my place. Feeling joy? Okay. What if there's no such thing as losing? What if you're only learning or winning? And isn't learning winning? What if we are eternal? What are you going to do with forever? Probably everything. Think about that one a moment. Probably everything. Because if God is everything, then God is doing everything. What if we are love? What if we are God expressing perfectly as you, as me? I believe. I choose love. I choose joy. I choose compassion. We are eternal. Wow. And when we choose that inner freedom, the outer world begins to arrange itself to match our vibration. Sometimes that means that the people we were vibrating with before, or the things we were vibrating with before, won't like us anymore for a while. But that's not why we're doing it. We let our light shine. We can't stay small because someone else is feeling threatened because we're trying to shine. You just shine anyway because the light is what stops the darkness. Darkness can't exist if there's light. So you might find resistance along the way. Whoop. But just keep shining. Look at the wonder. Look at the beauty. The more you recognize God everywhere, good will show up everywhere. You see what you believe. Now, this is just one of the laws in the universe. It is as you believe. So if you have a belief system that says, well, I have this disease and it's chronic and it will never ever get better, it won't. Well, I could never get up here and give this talk, well, then you won't. Well, I can't go out there and help that person that I see lying on the ground and they look like they're half dead. Yes, you can. You can let your light shine. You can make a difference. You can do what you can do. We all have capable gifts because we're God expressing perfectly as us. He didn't become you and me just to not have joy. And he'll play with you any way you want to play because the answer is always yes. Think about that one for a moment. My sister's never going to love me. Okay. And you will find the evidence of it. That person over there is not going to accept me. You'll find the evidence of it. You will see them walk by you and not talk to you, and you will assume that they just didn't like you. But I heard it this morning already from one of you. I don't remember. Maybe they just found out their mother died. They didn't even see you. But you will see whatever you need to see to support your belief because you don't want to feel crazy. You want to think your belief systems make sense. So have a belief system that serves you. That would make sense. Have you ever water skied? And you're going behind it, right? And it makes a wake. And it's smooth. And you're just, oh, isn't this nice and smooth? I'm getting bored. Right? Isn't that more fun? Sometimes God wants drama because we like drama. Okay. Let me see. Lost my place again. So what you see and what you focus on, that's what's going to manifest in your life. So choose love now. It's the metaphysics in motion. Faith that all is in divine right order. Let's talk about that. Not a fragile faith that wavers with circumstances, but the deep, anchored faith that knows everything is unfolding in divine right order, even when it looks messy, even when it looks wrong, even when it looks like the opposite of what we have been praying for. Divine right order does not mean everything is pleasant. It means everything is purposeful. I trust that the whole universe conspires to support me. I think that's a Eckhart Tolle saying, isn't it? It means the intelligence of the universe is always at work, even when we cannot see the pattern. Faith is the willingness to say, I don't have to understand this to trust it. Faith is the courage to release control and to step into the flow. Faith is the spiritual maturity to say, God is in control and I am in alignment. If we truly have faith that God is in control, then nothing will really bother you. And here's the liberating part. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. It doesn't matter if you think it's evil. It is not yours to judge. Judgment is a heavy burden. It contracts your heart. It blocks the flow of grace. It gives you a headache. It makes your neck hurt. It makes your shoulders hurt. You can't digest your food. Then your hips hurt, your back hurts, and you can't carry the weight of the world. It isn't your job. We are bombarded with every single thing that goes on in the whole world. That can't be for us to shoulder. We can shoulder what is here. You get to know the community. You know who needs help. You know who is shut in. We know the things we can do to make a difference and to let our light shine. It's not fighting against things. It's not struggling against things. That just keeps the focus more on those things. Let's see. Okay, so do not imprison yourself in the illusion that you know the whole story. You don't know what the karmic threads are. You don't know if there was a soul contract. You don't know the divine timing. You don't know the hidden blessings. Judgment is the ego saying, I know better than God. Non-judgment is the soul saying, I trust the unfolding. And when we release judgment, we create a space for compassion, for clarity, for peace. We create space for grace. So, if God is in control, and in this place we believe that God is in control, then what is your job? Your job is so simple. Your job is sacred. Your job is to be your best. And your best can be horrible some days, but it's your best. And we give ourselves a big hug. Thank you. I did my best. And with every breath, there's a new best. And when you catch yourself with a thought, and you can get yourself to the point where you go, whoa, and just kind of laugh at that thought, and kind of let that thought go. Ooh, that thought, I didn't like that thought. I think I'm going to make this good thought. And maybe to start with, you need to have an affirmation that you've pinned to your chest or something, so you have a go-to good thought that helps. And now I lost my thought. That happens a lot. Sometimes I stand up and I don't even make it to the other room. I like to tell, what room am I going to? Let me see, where am I? Whoops. I'm kind of pushing on this too much, I guess. Let me see where I'm at. Okay. Wellspring. Okay. Do your best. That's right. And every morning, God gives us a brand new day. So you can always do your best the next day. Better than the last best. Okay. So your job is to be the best. Your job is to let your light shine and to help when you can. Your job is to love, and your job is to feel joy. The 3 books that we're going to study next week at our workshop, all 3 of them talk about joy, and all 3 of them say joy is the whole goal. What else did God make the universe for? Why did God take the invisible and make it visible if he didn't just want to have a great big playground and have joy? I mean, you can have one star just get swallowed up by another star, and that's God swallowing up God. And do we call it evil? Things happen. A meteor can hit the earth. Boop, all the dinosaurs are gone. Do over. Was that evil? We see things because we don't know how, and we react. You just have to stop and remember whatever's going on, they're playing, or they're doing, or they're learning. That's not what I want. The good thing is we've been given a playbook of how we can have love if we want to have love, or have peace, or have joy, or nirvana, as Buddha would say, or heaven, as the Christians would say, or a holy instant, as the Course in Miracles would say. We have a road book, and the road book is simple. Look at what you want. Think good thoughts. If you want to have love in your life, be love. If you want to have joy in your life, be joy. If you don't want to be judged, stop judging. You reap what you sow. It's a simple path. Now, our stuff gets in the way, and sometimes our thoughts get in the way, and we make it all hard, but we're the only ones that are making it hard. We're doing it in our own head. So it's just getting some mantras. Put something on your refrigerator. Put a string on your finger to make you remember. Put an elastic band. Remember, we'd pop those elastic bands if we had a negative thought. What, for a whole month we had to have no negative thoughts, and if we'd have to turn it over and start all over. Oh boy. You get to know how often your brain just, we're like little puppies. And you're training a puppy, and that you're supposed to be on the paper to go to the bathroom, and they keep running off. Well, they're not bad. You just put them back on the paper. No, pee over here. That's what our mind is like. It just goes where it wants and does what it wants. Another thing that our 3 books will talk about, the mind. It just goes where it wants, does what it wants. So, you are not here to fix the world. You are here to illuminate it. You can shine your light. You are not here to judge others. You are here to bless them. You are not here to carry the weight of the universe. The world is too big. You are here to radiate the light of the universe. Your light heals. Your love transforms. Your joy uplifts. When you feel good, you are in alignment with Source. So when you have that thought and you don't catch it and change it in that first instant and laugh at it and let it go by, well, what happens is then your feelings start feeling painful. You start feeling icky. All those, so we have a second thing we can rely on. Our emotions tell us if our thoughts are going in the direction we want them to go in. If our thoughts are making us happy, and that's the way we want to go, have that thought. Your thoughts will take you where you want to go. Just like putting your finger in the fire. There's pain. That means stop. You have a bad thought and you feel pain. That means stop. And one of my greatest spiritual teachers, Reverend Candy, she'd say, and when stand there and write out loud, even in public, oh, cancel, cancel, cancel. And I could just see her doing that right in the middle of a grocery store. But it helps. That's right. Let's see. So your spiritual assignment is not complicated. Say these words after me if they resonate with you. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. I am love. I am eager to give help. I am joyful. I do my best. I am aligned with the perfection of God. I am in a state of grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel, and grace my fears relieved. How precious is that grace appeared the hour I first believed. 'Twas great. Nope, I lost it. When we've been here forevermore, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Okay. Let's do a short meditation prayer. Let's place our hands on your heart if you want. Close your eyes. Breathe gently. Relax yourself. And let these words wash over you. I am held in amazing grace. I am free now. I trust in divine right order. I release judgment. I let my light shine. I love freely. I choose joy. And all is well. All is well. Let that settle into your being. Let grace do its work. Beloveds, may you walk this week in the awareness that grace is your constant companion. May you remember that freedom is your birthright. May you trust the divine order that guides your path. May you release judgment and choose love. May your light shine so brightly that others remember their own. May joy rise up in you like a fountain, effortless, natural, overflowing. May you see God everywhere you look. And with a grateful heart, we say together, and so it is. Amen. And now we're blessed with Doug doing special music. Give him a hand.
Well, I got the directive. I'm here to make music. And this is a song I wrote a few years back, but I remembered it in the weeks coming up to today. So it's not like anything I've sung here before. It's called For All. I come from a time when every day we'd say in our little children's voices, believing all the way. Hands over heart, it's how each day would start. Almost like a prayer, our chant would fill the air. It was liberty and justice for all, for all. Liberty and justice for all. Not just for me, not just for us, not just for my friends I recognized riding on the bus. Not only for the ones that speak the language that I know, not just for the boys and girls at the church where I would go. It was liberty and justice for all, for all. Liberty and justice for all. They made us say it back then. Was that all just pretend? An empty nursery rhyme to blind us from the crime that we see now every week. Did they think we wouldn't speak? Did they think we wouldn't shout? That we wouldn't call them out? You can't live the dream if you just talk the talk. Forgiveness doesn't mean you let a ruthless killer walk. My neighbors murdered on the street. The assassins still run wild in the land I pledged allegiance to when I was a child. It was liberty and justice for all, for all. Liberty and justice for all. Liberty and justice for all, for all. Liberty and justice for all.
I think we need to take a moment and let that sink in. To our spirit. Thank you, Doug. Okay. Wellspring is a tithing community, and our fourth quarter 2025 tithe recipients were and are Habitat for Humanity Las Cruces, in which we gave $1,000, and Action Program for Animals, which we gave $330. Now it's time for our offering. Sharon?
Oh, she didn't do it yet. I don't think she passed it around yet.
Thank you, Sharon. Okay. As we acknowledge and receive our virtual and in-person gifts, we give great thanks for the offerings already given and those we will be receiving, because we know that giving and receiving are both part of the one flow. We affirm that we are also part of that flow. We bless these gifts and know that they are multiplied throughout our community and our world. Thank you, Sharon. There are a number of folks who have contributed to the production of the service, and we're grateful for their service. Brenda, Jim, Edwin, all the music people, Reverend Pamela. Also, I'd like to thank Sharon, who is our major domo, for the decorations and the change of seasons. Thank you very much. And lastly, we thank you for joining in Zoomland and here in the sanctuary. You can stay around on the Zoom meeting and kibitz with each other, or we can adjourn to the social hall and have coffee, conversation, and cake. Please stand if you are able and read with me the benediction, followed by our congregational song. Spirit in the midst of us is mighty. Joy, peace, and eternal life are our true nature and flow through us into the world. And so